Yes, Jennifer. Maria celebrates Brazil. But what is on this page, page 4, what is the title of Unit 2, Week 2? Emily.
Families celebrate.
Families celebrate. Very good. So families celebrate. And we are learning about Maria. And what is Maria? Where is she from, Eileen?
She is from Brazil.
She is from Brazil. Where is Brazil? John, where is Brazil?
Brazil is in South America.
Brazil is in South America. What language do they speak in Brazil, Rachel?
They speak Portuguese.
Very good. They speak Portuguese. Before we get started on the story, and who said the title of the story? Dennis, what's the title of the story?
The title of the story is Maria Celebrates
Brazil.
Brazil.
Very good. We are going to go over vocab before we get started with the story. So everybody, turn your books to page 36. We are going to go over vocabulary. On the board, I am putting up some flashcards. These are some of the words that we are going to go over. All right, so aside. Dennis, can you read the sentence for aside on page 36?
John moves aside books on the shelf to find one he likes.
What is aside? Loud and clear. Aside is?
Aside is moving things to the side.
So move things to the side. So what things would you move to the side? Jennifer. What did, in the sentence, what did Juan move aside?
Books.
He moved aside books to find what?
One he likes.
To find one he likes. Emily, what other things can we move to the side?
We can aside people.
Okay, we can move aside people. When you're on the subway, how many of you have been on the subway? All of you? Yeah. If you need to get out the door and someone's in front of you, what do? Do you just stand there?
No.
Like, the door is open, you need to go, and someone's right in front of you.
Aside.
What do?
You do.
Oh, you go like this? You maybe kind of move them to the side and then you go. Alright. Next word is culture. Jack, read the sentence for culture on page 36. Read the sentence.
Yes, at Chinese New Year we learn about our culture.
Good. So, what is culture? Who can tell me? Rachel, what is culture?
Culture is what makes a country special.
What makes a country special? What makes your country special? What is your country?
Korea.
Your country is Korea. What makes Korea special? John, what makes Korea special?
Hanbok.
Hanboks make Korea special. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes? Why? Does China have hanbok?
No.
Does Japan have hanbok?
No.
No. So hanbok is Korean, right?
Yes.
Do they have hanboks in USA?
No.
No. So hanboks are a part of Korean culture. What else is a part of Korean culture? Chuseok. Do you agree?
Yes.
Is there Chuseok in China?
No.
So Chuseok is Korean holiday. That's culture. Yes, Emily.
Kimchi.
Oh, yeah, kimchi. Before I came to Korea, I had never heard of kimchi before. So kimchi is very Korean. Eileen, yes. Last one. Yeah, Pepero Day. What is next week? What is it?
Day.
When is Pepero Day?
November 11th.
November 11th. It looks like this. 11/11, which looks like Pepero. So next Tuesday is Pepero Day. There is no Pepero Day in America. Is there Pepero Day in China?
No.
In Japan?
No.
In South America?
No.
No. So Pepero Day is Korean. It's part of the culture. Next word is fair. Emily, read the sentence for fair. The sentence.
Mom cut the cake, so we all got our fair share.
Very good. So Jennifer, what do you think fair means?
Fair is equal.
Fair is equal. Who can give me an example? Can anybody think of an example of fair? Eileen.
There was a one cake and there were 2 people.
2 people?
5.
5 people? Okay. If I cut a cake or even pizza, if I cut pizza like this, is that fair?
No.
If there's, let's say Rachel, Jennifer, everybody sharing cake or pizza, is that fair if I cut it like this?
No.
No. What about if I cut it like this?
No.
How many pieces is that?
3.
How many are you?
7.
So there's 7 of you. There's only 3 pieces. So what would be equal? What would be fair?
7.
Is this fair?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Would this be fair? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. What about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yeah, because then who gets the 8th piece?
Or teacher.
So there's 8 pieces. This is fair, right?
Yes.
Yes. Good. So fair is equal. Next word is invited. Eileen, loud and clear, read the sentence for invited.
I invited some friends to my birthday party.
Very good. And who can tell me what is invited? Emily.
Invited is sending a card to someone saying, come to my party.
Sending a card. Invited is you can give a card and it'll say, please come to my birthday party on November 26th at 10 a.m. And then what do people do?
They come.
They come. Sometimes there's a box, they'll check a box and they'll mail it back to you. What other things do you get invited to? So we have birthday parties. Eileen, what else do you get invited to?
Christmas and
Christmas parties? Yes, Dennis. Halloween parties? What about, you guys usually, you wouldn't get the invitation, but mom and dad, if mom and dad's friends get, what? Get married, what do they get invited to?
a card.
But what do they get invited to? Yeah, they get invited to a wedding. They get a card and it says, please come to my wedding. Alright, next word is language. Who wants to read the sentence? The sentence for language. Who has not read? So Dennis, just read the sentence. My friend Naomi.
My friend Naomi speaks and writes in another language.
Alright, so John, what is language?
Language is what you speak.
Language is what you speak. What do you guys speak?
Korean.
You speak Korean and English. What do I speak?
English.
I speak English. How many of you speak another language? Korean, English, Do you speak anything else? Yes.
Chinese.
You speak a little Chinese or a lot of Chinese? Little bit of Chinese. Little Chinese? Chinese? Yeah, I don't speak Chinese. So I only know English and a little bit of Korean. Alright, go ahead and open to page 38. We are going to start with the story. I know that I already asked you, but what is the title of the story?
Maria celebrates Brazil.
Maria celebrates Brazil.
Hey.
Good. And what do we see on the cover? On page 38, what do we see? Raise your hand. Jennifer, what do you see?
A girl.
I see a girl.
I see a girl.
Jack, on page 38, what do you see?
38.
Yeah.
I see Brazil.
You see what?
I see celebrating.
Okay, you see a celebration. All right. What? So we see a girl. The title of the story is Maria Celebrates Brazil. What is the essential question? John, what is the essential question?
How are families and around the world the same and different?
Very good. So we are going to read about who?
Maria.
We're going to read about Maria and, so page 39. Who would like to read? Dennis. Very loud and very clear. Read page 39.
Maria and her family are in their bright hot kitchen. Please make your bedroom. Maria begs.
Very good. Before we continue, what language does Maria speak? Rachel. So, when she says, please, May, who is May? Jennifer, who is May?
Mom.
May is mom. And mom is May in what language?
Portuguese.
Very good. Alright, Dennis, go ahead and finish.
May speaks Portuguese. This is language of Brazil.
Very good. Where does Maria not want to go? John.
To practice.
She does not want to go to practice. But her mom says she needs to go to practice. Why? What is next week? Emily.
The parade is next week.
The parade is next week. Good. All right, page 40. Jack, on page 40, read the first paragraph. So, Jack, on page 40, read from it's not fair to, look.
Yes, it's not fair, says Maria in English. May does not know a lot of English. Maria is surprised when she asks what is not fair about going to practice. You must do the right thing.
Good. All right, who wants to read next? Jennifer.
Anna invited me to her house. Maria answers, I want to go. Pi says, Maria, the parade is important. People from around the world come to see it. They try our food, see how we dress, and how we live. It is a chance for us to share our culture.
Very good. So, hi. May means mom in Portuguese. So what does pai mean? Dennis. So May means mom in Portuguese. So pai means what?
Pi means dad.
Very good. Pai means dad. In what language?
Portuguese.
Very good. In Portuguese. All right, page 41. Who wants to read next? Rachel, read paragraph 1 from I know to practice today.
I know, but I really want to see Anna. Anna says, Maria. Pai says, Maria, you can see Anna another time. They are giving our costumes at practice today.
Very good. Paragraph 2. John, Maria thinks
about her father's words. Pai is right. She and the other children have worked hard for a year. They practice their dance steps over and over. They even made their own bright color costumes.
very good. So why is Pai saying she should go to practice? Eileen, why is her dad saying you need to go to practice today?
Because everyone is going to see her.
She needs to practice, and today, if she goes to practice today, she gets what? Emily.
She gets a sparkling costume.
She gets her costume for the parade. So, do you think that Maria is going to go to practice today?
Yes.
Yeah, she's going to go to practice today. All right, page 42. Who did not read? Raise your hand if you did not read. Only Eileen and Emily? All right, Eileen and Emily, rock, scissors, paper. All right, Emily first and then Eileen. Emily, read page 42.
You're right. Maria says to her father, I'll go practice. I'll tell Anna I cannot visit her. 1 week passes. Lots of people line the streets. The children in Maria's group was wearing their sparkling costumes. They know each dance step. They dance to the beat.
Very good. Eileen.
The crowd moves aside as they make their way down the street. When the crowd moves away, Maria is proud of her hard work.
Very good job. All right, at this time, I want you guys to open up your practice books to page 6 in your grammar section. All right, everybody's on page 6. Who can tell me what is a sentence? John, what is a
A
sentence?
sentence has a subject and an action word.
Subject and action word. Who can tell me what is a command? Dennis, what is a command?
A command is a sentence that tells someone to do something.
Tells someone to do something. Who can give me an example of a command? Jennifer, give me an example sentence of command. Oh my gosh. Yes, hit Bethany, teacher. Emily, give me another example of a command. So a command tells someone to do something.
Do a homework.
Do your homework. Who says that?
Mom.
Your mom. What else does mom say? Eileen. What else does mom say?
Don't eat cracker.
Don't eat crackers. Mom says, don't eat crackers. Do your homework. Jack, what does mom say?
You can to buy a toy with your money.
Okay, don't buy toys with your money. Jennifer, one last. What is a command?
Wash the dishes.
Wash the dishes. Clean your room. Dennis, turn to page 6. John, get your books out. Are these commands or sentences?
Command.
Commands. Now, a sentence is a subject and an action word. So let me think of an example. Bethany runs at the gym. What is the subject? Dennis, what's the subject?
Bethany.
Bethany is the subject. What is the action? Rachel, what's the action in this sentence?
Action word is runs.
The action word is runs. So Bethany runs at the gym. And what is this?
Period.
Period. How do sentences end? Do they end with a question mark?
No.
Sometimes. But if it ends with a question mark, it's a what? Question sentence. So most sentences end with
Period.
period. Good. All right. John, read this.
Underline each command.
Underline each command. Number 1. Jack, read the sentence for number 1.
My family ate dinner.
Is that a sentence or a command?
Sentence.
That is a sentence. Eileen, read number 2.
Set the table.
What is it? Anybody?
Command.
Command. Emily, 3.
Use your napkin. Command.
Anybody?
Command.
Command. Jennifer, 4.
Grandma made tacos. Sentence.
Sentence. Rachel, 5.
Give your sister the leaf. Command.
Command. Dennis, 6.
This tastes good.
What is it?
Sentence.
Sentence. Very good. All right, on page 7, there is one more sentence to learn. What is it? In the box. Who can tell me? On page 7, in the box. John, what else are we learning? Exclamation. What is an exclamation?
An exclamation is a sentence that shows strong feeling.
Rachel, that you shut your finger in the door. How are you gonna act? Are you gonna go, ow, ow, my finger, ow, that really hurt? What are you gonna say if you shut your finger in the door?
Ow!
Rachel, you're just gonna go, nothing? You're just numb. Okay, Jennifer, if you shut your finger in the door, how are you gonna act?
I will scream.
Yeah, are you gonna scream like this? Okay, so let's say scream. Are you gonna scream? Scream. Are you gonna go, ow? How are you gonna do it?
Ow!
You're not gonna go, ow. Oh, ow, my finger. You're gonna go, oh my god, my finger. Oh. So what do you use when you do an exclamation? When you say an exclamation?
Strong feeling.
Which is what?
Scream.
What is this?
An exclamation mark.
Exclamation point. So we don't say, if there's a period, how do you read it? If there's a period, how do you read it?
Ow.
Ow. If there's an exclamation point, how do you read it? If, let's say that somebody steals your pencil case, John. If you read it like this, how are you going to read it?
Hey.
Hey, don't take my pencil case. If somebody takes your pencil case, how are you going to read? How are you going to say it? Hey! Stop! That's my pencil case! Alright, on page 7, what are the exclamations? Read, Emily, what's the exclamation?
Look at an exclamation.
No, yeah, you're right. Number 2 is an exclamation. Read it.
Look out for that snowball.
Did you read it like an exclamation? Look out for that snowball. Read it like an exclamation.
Look out for the snowball.
Good. Number 5 is an exclamation. Somebody read it. Who wants to? Jennifer.
I love when it snows.
I love when it snows. Jack, read number 6 like an exclamation.
This snowman looks great.
The snowman looks great. John, read 7.
It's too cold outside.
It's too cold outside. All right, we are finished. Wait, goodbye, PK